I'm Gar Engman. My wife Heidi and I bought the TP Curios about 3.5 years ago. Actually, we bought it August 1st of 2013. This store actually has been here since the 40s. In the 40s, it was actually a Gulf gas station. Sold gas, Curios, and some groceries. But in the mid to late 50s, they widened the road, and that's when the gas pumps went away and the teepee facade was put up in the front. So it's been a curio shop since the late 50s. Well, I started doing Route 66 10 years ago. Wish I'd have done it sooner, but I did it every year after that. And I'd travel, most portions, or I'd pick up areas that I'd missed before. And unfortunately, of course, I mainly traveled in late October, early November, but I never caught this place open until actually 2012. And talking to various people, I found out that it was maybe for sale. So I caught Mike, the owner at that time, actually caught him in 2012 and discussed, and he said, I've been here 28 years. He said, I'm just tired. I'm worn out. I want to retire. So over the course, I said I was very interested, and over the course of the next year, we talked, kept in touch, and lo and behold, a year later, we bought it. I was interested in the building itself because it was just, it is an icon on Route 66. And it wasn't open as much, and the neon wasn't on at night. And I'm like, come on, this is an icon. It's got to live. It's got to stay. And I had no idea what may happen to it. And that was my main driving force to buy it. It wasn't, in fact, I never even considered, gosh, can I make a living here? That wasn't the point. It was mainly save the building, So here we are. I actually, since I was a kid, I always wanted to do Route 66. I had been out west, but never to the southwest, and I always wanted to, but I just never ever made it. And actually, the movie Cars sparked my interest again, and that's when I said, gee, I've got to do it. So that's what I did, and I just thoroughly enjoyed it. So, I just fell in love with Route 66. I came back every year. Well, I lived in Iowa at the time, and I came straight south. So I'd pick it up at Carthage, Illinois, and hit Joplin. And the first year I went past Needles. But then I went up and worked my way back to Iowa. And the following years, I just kept coming straight south and going west, pick up things that I had missed before. And I always thought, well, Illinois, the rest of Missouri's close to Iowa. I can do it on a long weekend trip or whatever, And lo and behold, we moved down here. So I still have a lot of Illinois and Missouri to actually do. That is a tough call. That is a tough call. Because there's so much. I really love it in each state because each state is just different. It really is. And Kansas, for the small stretch they have, there is so much to see that people don't realize. And Oklahoma has some very cool things. It's my favorite, as far as states to travel Route 66, I'd probably lean towards New Mexico and Arizona, just mainly because I kind of like that southwest deserty type, but just the variety that you see in all of the states. I mean, I can't say there's one particular thing that I just love, but I do kind of lean towards New Mexico and Arizona. Not so much change, but try to restore relics that are still here. And I guess that's all through Route 66, but I really feel it right here in Tucumcari. I mean, there are some beautiful signs left, some beautiful old motels that still have a chance of being revived. And it takes the right people, and unfortunately it takes money, of course. And I hate to see things disappear. And there's a lot to be said for the old relics, you know, and I like to leave the ones that are there, even if they are ruins. They're neat. They're neat. It tells a history, but I just hate to see like nice signs. For instance, Apache Motel. I mean, that sign needs to be saved, and there's several in town like that here that really need to be restored. And there's some that have been taken down that are still around and could be restored and put back up. But I just hope people would take an interest in doing that. And, you know, Tucumcari, the city of Tucumcari we're not a rich city by any means. And New Mexico isn't really rich. I don't know where the money comes from, but it'd be great to save what we have on all of Route 66. I see the traffic growing. You know, we've only been here 3.5 years, but I see it every year. I see it growing and growing, and I see younger people doing it and children doing it and taking an interest in it. So I think that in itself is great. It's not just the older people that remember Route 66 and are seeking the nostalgia that they remember. It's the young people that want to experience the nostalgia that's still there, and the international visitors we get, just tremendous. We've logged over 150 different foreign countries just through the teepee. Yeah. So I don't know. I see growth future. Yeah, I don't know, but it looks good to me. This is going back from when I started traveling it 10 years ago. It revived an interest, a passion, you know, and now we're kind of living that passion out here. You know, we feel like for one thing, we feel like a big happy family from Chicago to LA, all of us. And I mean, it's just, we've met so many friends, roadies and business owners. And it's a family. Yeah, it's just created rekindled an interest that I've always had. And gosh, I don't know. For instance, when I lived in Iowa, it's like I dream of when I could get away and get on Route 66. Nothing against Iowa, don't get me wrong, but now I'm living on Route 66, and it feels like there's a weight off my shoulders. I'm happy every day. It feels like I'm traveling every day because I meet people from all over the world. So yeah. I would like to encourage people that haven't done Route 66 yet and want to do Route 66, do it. Just get out and do it. And gosh, if you take an interest, there's a lot of possibilities for you to be a part of the route, whether you live on it or not. But if, you know, maybe you'd find it interesting to restore one of these old motels, or, you know, it's just, it's fabulous. And we'd really love you to come see us, visit us here at the TP. We're not out, you know, we don't care if you buy anything. Just come in and say hi. Share your stories. We love it. We love it. We offer a lot of merchandise, you know, Route 66 souvenirs, authentic Native American jewelry, Native American pottery made here in New Mexico, Navajo, Zuni, Pueblo. But gosh, we have something for everybody. But it's not all about coming in and buying something. Just say hi. Take pictures. Enjoy our town, you know. Enjoy Route 66. That's about all I can say, you know.